There's a place in your house where it's cool to chill, get some me time, or even cook a meal. It's your kitchen, mofo, ain't no time to slack. So just grab yourself a penny and let's work that ass. If you're scared of this place, ain't no need to bother. Just lay down your weapons and pick up another.
Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to my Virgin Kitchen. Today I'm making... What is wrong with you? She's had too much sugar. Today, I was driving my car this morning, listening to the Chris Moyle show on Radio 1, and they were talking about a giant Yorkshire pudding. You can mainly get them in England on roast dinners. You can actually get these massive Yorkshire puddings that you put the roast dinner in, or you normally get small ones. But they were talking about the idea of having a Yorkshire pudding with a chicken curry in the middle. So I'm going to try and make that. What are you doing? Phoebes? What have you done to my flour? These are all my ingredients I've got. Do you want to tell people what ingredients I've got, mate? Go on then.
A jar, milk, eggs, flour, celery.
Celery? Where's the celery? No, that's good. Did you just pop off? Yes, you did. She just trumped live on air. She's been eating Brussels sprouts. Have you been eating Brussels sprouts? Oh my goodness. I'm going to get to bed and we're going to get on and make this. Can you say Chris Moyle's show?
Chris Moyle mushroom.
Oh God. I can't say that, and that absolutely stinks. I gotta get to bed and then we're gonna get on and make this. Hopefully it's gonna be amazing and by the end we're all gonna be drooling. Yeah, baby. Got anything to say? Oh, you make yourself comfortable, mate.
Merry Christmas!
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're going to make ourselves a delicious chicken curry. It's going to be so simple as well. It's actually going to be a mild one, but you can adjust it and tweak it any way you want. And we're going to sit it in a bowl of basically batter. Yorkshire pudding. So easy. If you've never tried it and you're from a different country, give it a go. It's really easy. That's British people live on it. Well, we don't really, but you know what I'm saying. So we're going to get on and make it. These are all the ingredients you're going to need. So hit pause on your video and write them all down. And yeah, we are now going to make it. Hello? Okay, cool. We are going to make the batter mix for our Yorkshire pudding first of all. We're going to do it by using a measuring jug, okay? So sometimes you do grams when you're using flour and things like that, but we're actually going to do it in terms of volume, okay? So we're going to get the eggs, the milk and the flour up to the same level in the measuring jug, sort of equal measures, if you will. Pour them in a bowl and mix it around together and that'll be the batter done. With a bit of pinch of salt. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, you probably see the mixing bowl just to one side here. I'm going to get it into the jug. I'm going to do the eggs first. So I've got 6 eggs there, but I'm not going to need it all. It's only making for 2 people. So in goes 1. I'm probably going to try and get it up to around about the 200ml mark. So I'm probably thinking at the moment around about 4 eggs, but I'll let you know. So crack all your eggs in first of all. Wicked. Okay, yeah, so it's actually 4 eggs, and that gives us 250ml of that in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to beat them in there. I'm going to get them into a bowl, like so, something a bit bigger. Got 2 eggs left down there. Don't know what I'm going to do with them. Well, you know, we'll maybe make a cake with them, something like that. Yeah, don't be tempted to drink the eggs when they're in a bowl like that, or, you know, that's what people in gyms do, those fitness freaks, when they drink eggs. Not good. So, 250ml, I'm actually going to get the same level as milk, straight into them, weigh it out, pour it straight in, then we're going to whisk it, baby. Right, so that is 250ml of milk in there. I'm just going to pour that in straight away. Oh yeah, milk on egg action right there. This is 18 plus. In that goes. We're going to whisk it together now. Right, so I'm feeling pretty butch today. I'm actually going to use the hand whisk, but you can use an electric whisk if you're short of time or if you just can't be bothered. So yeah, just whisk it together till it's all mixed in, like so. And in a minute, I'm going to add in a pinch of salt, okay? Whisking face like this. Okay then folks, I've only whisked that in for about 2 minutes just to break down the yolk a little bit. I'm just going to add in a teeny bit of salt, so just shake that in like so. Not too much, just enough, almost like a little pinch. Ow! Yeah, okay, cool. So whisk it in a little bit more, and I've literally, just a minute ago, grabbed my measuring jug and filled it up with the same volume of flour and eggs, okay? So up to the 250ml line, but in fact, I could put that through some scales and let you know what that is. Yeah, I'll do that right now. Okay, so if you're interested, don't worry about that little spillage there. It is just over 100 grams, around about 120 grams there of flour equivalent, okay? So it's all good. For some reason I was thinking 250ml, that's 250 grams of flour, but it wasn't, okay? Bear that in mind. So, what I'm going to do now is sieve my flour gradually into there and stir it around, sort of thicken it up, and really make our batter boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so I've got my sieve here. I'm going to pour in the flour probably in batches of thirds like this, a little bit at a time, cha-ching, and just dust it from above. Okay, that's my first third in there, and I'm literally just going to whisk it together and it should start to thicken. All good, baby. Get all your plain flour in there. Okay, so I finished whisking this in. Make sure there's no lumps in it. You can always pass it back through a sieve if you want. You can sort of pass it between two bowls and a sieve. It's all good like that. It's almost like resembling the texture of like a thick sort of McDonald's milkshake. Not too thick, not too thin, okay? It's all good. I don't want to drink it. It's not a McDonald's milk. You're not a milkshake, are you? No, it's all good. You want some nice air bubbles there, no lumps in it. So we want to put it to one side for 1 minute. We're going to start to work on our curry now. It's coming together. Okay, yeah, we're going to move on to the curry now, but we will need to preheat our oven to the hottest temperature possible in just a minute. I'm actually going to make the Yorkshire puddings in a tray like that, which will hopefully make the little dish shape thing. It's going to be kind of cool, huh? So I've just gone and chopped my onions and garlic, and if you don't know how to do that... I'm only joking, it's kind of tricky. I did a how-to video actually the other day for how to chop an onion. It's really simple, so check it out if you want. Yeah. So yeah, all I'm going to do, I've got this little frying pan here onto a flame, like so. And in here, I've got around about a tablespoon of oil, which I'm just going to pour on there just to get that pan nice and hot. And the first thing we're going to cook is our chicken. That's 500 grams of chicken there. It's all been nice and diced. Really easy, this bit. You're going to love it. Okay, so I've got my chicken here. The pan is nice and hot, so I'm just going to add it in like so. Yeah, cool. Break it down a little bit with your spatula. Cook that on its own for around about 4 or 5 minutes, and then we're going to add in some other stuff, like the onions, for example. That's a good example. All right then, folks, it's been around about 4 minutes, if you want me to be precise, 4 minutes and 19 seconds. So what we're going to do, leave that in there. I'm going to chuck in the onions with it. Some people like to actually just cook the onions and chicken separately, but I like to cook them together. It's a relationship in the pan right there. Loving it. Just keep stirring. You want your onions to go golden brown and your chicken to be cooked through, baby. Okay, so our chicken and onion is cooking away there. It's starting to brown, it's all good. I'm going to give you a little summary of what we're doing right now. We're going to add more stuff in there. In fact, the curry powder will go in any minute now. To our left here, we have got our batter mix that we made and the tin it's going to go in. That's got to go up to the highest temperature in your oven. Go preheat it now. If you've got up to 10, don't try and turn it up to 11, because that ain't good. You know, it's like that film Spinal Tap, right? Yeah, don't do that. We've got a pan of water, that's not even on to heat yet. That's going to be for our rice, it's only going to take 10 minutes. So the good thing about this recipe is we can simmer our curry until it all comes together. Just going to serve it through nice and hot, yeah, with the rice. So, that's all doing its thing. As you can see, look there, it's starting to brown a bit here and there. Wait till it's all brown, the onion's all golden brown too, and we're there. Okay, hopefully you can see that it's starting to go brown on all sides. Don't want to burn it, remember? I've got my garlic in here in a handy little shot glass. Let's just drop that in like so. Cool. And more importantly, our curry powder. This is mild curry powder. Spice it up any way you want. Go for extra strong if you're hardcore. So I'm just going to get that in there like so. Around about a tablespoon. Stir that through only for about a minute, just to coat it, okay? And then we're going to add in some fluid, baby. Fluid! Okay, so it's literally been about a minute of me stirring that on there. You don't want to overheat it like that, otherwise it's going to go grainy and crumbly and horrible and taste minging. That paste is going to be nasty. So, let's grab some tomato paste like that. Boom, in that goes. And more importantly, let's lubricate it right up with our chicken stock. Okay, 200 mils of that in there. Oh yeah, that's cool. Let's stir that in. Get that tomato paste blended in. Work it through. Oh, it's all calmed down now. I don't have to shout anymore. Okay, so that is all in there, and all we're looking to do is just bring this up to a simmer on a low heat. I've actually got a bag of sugar here. I'm just going to grab a teeny pinch of it, just to sweeten it up a little bit. All good. And maybe a little clump of chopped coriander. We're going to add some more in at the end for a garnish. Wow, I love coriander. It's so Indian. In fact, I feel like I'm in India right now. Wow, that's a close-up. Did I take the zoom off? Okay, I didn't take the zoom off. Sorry about that. That was an extreme close-up, kind of like this, right? Yeah, you don't really want to see that. You want to see this. This chicken curry is simmering away. It's bubbling. We can leave this for as long as we like, even up to around like 40 minutes, which is what I'm going to do. Enough to get that chicken nice and tender and gooey and funky and lush and gorgeous and fun. So, all we got to do then is think about our Yorkshire pudding. Make sure your oven's nice and hot. You can start to warm the water up for your rice if you want. We're in no rush right now. Give yourself 10 minutes to chill out. Okay, so it's been 10 minits. I've just been sat here chilling out, to be honest. I'm literally sat on my dustbin. So it's piping hot in here. The oven is, it's like a sauna, in fact. In fact, get some water. Pour it on the coals, yeah? And all that. Okay, so this curry is simmering away. We want it to thicken up a little bit. It's good. It smells so good in here. I'm literally in Delhi right now, walking around with my curry in my hand, going, rah, rah, if that's what they do in India. I've never been there. So yeah, if you're wanting it a little bit lighter than that, I'm going to get it like that because Mrs. Barry does not like dark looking curries. I'm going to add some yoghurt in there. We're going to stir it through, which will actually make it even more milder. We're using mild curry powder and yoghurt. This is pretty mild, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's what's happening right there. But this oven, it's time to start doing our Yorkshire pudding. So it's nice and hot. What you need to do with your pan is, it's cold right now, it's cold. I've got myself a little bit of vegetable oil, or you could use butter. Just pour that in the middle of your dish, like so. Open your oven, and here we go. We just grab this, Shove it right on the top shelf. Wow, that is hot. Let that warm up for a little bit. You want to get that oil nice and hot. Then we're going to pour in our batter mix. A little bit more water in there. We'll get with one more whisk. We're going to pour it in there. The coldness of the water is going to help it go. You'll see. Yeah, okay, so here is my bowl of whisking it together. Look how smooth it is. It's amazing. It's all good, baby. So, 2 tablespoons of cold water in there. Straight from my tap. In that goes. With that one little whisk. My pan is probably red hot right now, so I'm going to pour it out. Get the batter in there, a third of the way up. Then in the oven, baby. Okay, you probably can't see me right now, but I'm going to get my pan out. Woo! It is hot down here, baby. Let's get this out. Okay, pan is nice and hot. Let's pour our batter straight on there. Be careful of your hands. About a third of the way up, like that. Cool. Yeah, let's get it back in the oven straight away. Top shelf, 20 minutes. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay, sorry about the camera angle there. It was a little bit like, there you go. But I had to do it. I felt really health and safety conscious. I didn't want to burn myself. And ultimately, you got the gist of it, right? It's in the oven. This is simmering away. It's doing its thing. It's starting to thicken really nicely. Wow. I can't wait to taste that. That chicken is going to be so tender. Oh my gosh. I can taste it right now. So, the water for our rice is starting to warm up. It's only going to take about 10 and 12 minutes. It's all going to come together, baby. Pan of loving. Okay, I've just added my rice in there, and I know you can't see it, but right down here in my oven, no, you're definitely not going to be able to see it, even if I get my little torch. Can you see? No, you can't. I can see the little lips around the edge of the sandwich tray where it's actually rising. Our dish is being made right now. Keep your eye on it. You want it nice and golden brown. Do not burn it. So it tastes good. Okay, little tip for you with the Yorkshire puddings. Off camera, you didn't see it, but I actually had a second Yorkshire pudding for me and Mrs. Barry. We're going to share. Obviously, she's going to get the good one. Don't put it on the middle shelf because it's as flat as a pancake. But the other one is huge. I'm going to show you in a minute. It looks amazing. It's all good. The rice has got about 2 minutes left to go. And the curry is simmering on the lowest heat right now. I'm going to spoon in some yogurt. I'm going to go for 1. Wow, that was a big splat. 2. We're just going to stir that through. Yes. Okay, I've just got my Yorkshire pudding out. I've got to warn you, it took me around about half an hour actually. The outside rice is really fast, but you've got to wait for that middle to cook, okay? Check that out. Boom! That is our Yorkshire pudding bowl. I've drained off my rice. I've literally just taken the heat off my curry, so let's just plonk it in there right away now and finish it with some coriander. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to chuck my rice in the bottom. One thing I was thinking actually was perhaps maybe mixing the rice in with the curry mixture, but I'm just going to leave it traditional curry style rice bed. Okay, I'm just spooning my curry mixture on top, like so. All good? Oh yeah. And now I've got some chopped coriander. I'm just going to finish that on the top. All good. Boom! That is done. Awesome. Right here then, so it actually works. There we are. I've taken a massive slab out of the side. A huge crispness when I cut into that Yorkshire pudding then. So I've got my curry and Yorkshire pudding on there. The smell in my kitchen, it's kind of like India mixed with like a Yorkshire pudding scent. It's like kind of cool. I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of freaking out right now. But let's go for it. Oh my god. That is amazing. I've heard of chili con carne in a Yorkshire pudding before, but the curry really works. It's almost like our own little bowl. Maybe people could live off cutlery and dishes and bowls made out of batter. I don't know. But if I can make that, absolutely anyone in the world can. Thank you, Chris Moores, for suggesting this recipe. Amazing. Have a go for yourself. Let me know how you get on, and I'll see you again next time. Cheers, then.